Motherhood is beautiful. Please don't get me wrong, guys, but nobody told me how anxious it can get. Like, why did I think that haarlmans, baby talk, and a pacifier, spaza would magically turn me into a calm mom? Instead, I turned into a night security guard, patrolling every sound and every breath. Hi, beautiful moms. I'm Deki, mental wellness coach and a mama. Today, we are talking about something close to my heart, and I'm sure yours too, breaking free from anxiety and finding peace in motherhood. If you've ever had that, is my child okay? Am I doing enough? Am I enough moment? This one is for you. So please stay tuned while I get into the, what is it? To the crutch of things. So let's be real. Motherhood does come with pressure, the pressure to be perfect, productive, and peaceful all at once. We scroll through social media and see other moms who look like they've mastered it all, matching outfits, smiling toddlers, a clean house. Meanwhile, we are sitting there in a bun that hasn't moved since last Friday, wondering if cereal counts as dinner. And yes, in this case, it does. Please, I can fight anyone on that. But here is a truth. Anxiety in motherhood is more common than we often talk about. It shows up in small ways like overthinking every little thing, sleepless nights, feeling guilty when you take time off for yourself, irritability that surprises you, and that quiet voice whispering, you are failing, even when we are doing our best. If that is you, mommy, you are not alone. Anxiety doesn't make you a bad mom, it makes you a mom who cares deeply. Is motherhood anxiety more difficult? And that is a sensitive question. I can imagine how uncomfortable that should make you feel. And the short answer is yes. Motherhood anxiety can get more difficult than other forms of anxiety. And here is why motherhood anxiety feels so heavy. Number one, we are taking responsibility for another life. Number two, anxiety isn't just about us anymore. It's about our child's safety, health, and future. And that weight makes the anxiety and worry feel even bigger. We often feel guilty for even having that anxiety. If I were a better mom, I wouldn't feel this way. That guilt adds on another layer of pressure. Number three, exhaustion. Number four, sleep deprivation, hormones, and daily demands make it harder to cope. Anxiety thrives when our bodies are really tired. And number five, isolation. Number six, many of us feel like we need to keep it up or keep it together and not show weakness, and this has made us suffer in silence, which deepens the struggle. Number seven, perfection pressure. Number eight, the fear of disappointing God because He has entrusted us with this blessing, and we have this thing that I must raise this child in this world, and we feel like we can't be good enough to glorify God through raising our kids with nobility. Number nine, social media, cultural expectations, and family opinions can push moms to believe they must be perfect. Anxiety feeds off that lie. And number 10, mom guilt. Now, let me explain what mom guilt is. Now, mom guilt is that nagging feeling we mothers get when we believe we are not doing enough for our children or not doing it right. It's that voice in our heads that whispers, I should be spending more time with my kids. Maybe I shouldn't have gone back to work. Am I a bad mom for wanting some time to myself? It often shows up when we compare ourselves to other moms, when we scroll through perfect families online or feel torn between responsibilities like work, home, and personal care. So I feel bad because my son's school, there is something every single day, and there are times like today they sent a newsletter that already okay, tomorrow he's got choir, and then Friday they are doing athletics for next year, and already I'm going like, oh, it's the first week of school. And yeah, so most of the time I feel bad because I'm so tired, and I don't want to go because I also do so much in the house. But I'm so glad that is the third term, so it's less things to do. I think now he's got choir. Yes, I think now he's got choir. So everyday examples of motherhood anxiety are constant worries of what if my baby gets sick? What if I'm not feeding him enough or her enough? What if I mess them up for life? It's mom guilt over everything, feeling guilty for taking a nap or having alone time, feeling bad for not playing enough, not cooking from scratch, or even wanting a break over checking hypervigilance, checking if your child is breathing at night multiple times. I was gonna go like, okay. Feeling panicked when they are too quiet for too long, and we experience that when they are toddlers. You're like, okay, why is he quiet? Something is wrong, and then something is very wrong. Something fell, something broke. Okay, comparing ourselves to other moms, like her baby is already walking, mine isn't. She looks like she has it all together. Why am I struggling? Fear of the future, worrying about your child's school, friendships, career, or even things decades ahead. The physical symptoms of mom anxiety is racing thoughts, a tight chest, not being able to sleep even when the baby is asleep. And the key is that motherhood anxiety shows up in both thoughts and actions, and most of us moms experience some of it, at some experience anxiety at some point in our lives as mothers. The difference whether it controls our peace or we learn to manage it well. That's the difference. Okay. The flip side is that there is hope. While motherhood anxiety can be more difficult, it also opens the door and includes greater support systems like family, community, and faith. And then when I say community, I know that today it doesn't the a child is raised by a village, it doesn't really apply. But we mean like if Gogo's mamang is staying with your kid while you go to work, or your mom or your father or anybody in the family is helping you with the kid. I think that's what community means. That's what I would think that it means. Okay, as moms who face this anxiety grow into stronger, more compassionate women, learning to extend grace to ourselves and others. So, yes, motherhood anxiety can be tougher, but it's not unbeatable. With support, with prayer, with tools, and honest conversations, peace in motherhood is possible. Now, let's talk about some real practical tools to help you start breaking free from the anxiety, from the mom guilt as well that causes anxiety. One, breathe and pray. I know this might sound unrealistic, but it works. Like, start your day with a 2-minute pause. Inhale deeply and say, God, I give you my worries. Exhale and whisper, your peace covers me and my home. It's simple, but it resets your spirit. Number two, affirmations of peace. Speak life over yourself even when you don't feel it. I'm enough for my children. God's peace is with me. I'm doing the best I can, and that is enough for now. And your words shape your peace. And for affirmations of peace, I would encourage you to write them down and stick them on the wall where you can see them, and just remind yourself and just smile to yourself once in a while, even throughout that stress and anxiety of the baby. And then number three, community. Don't isolate, please. We isolate when mom anxiety gets to us, because we don't want people to see that we are struggling. But can you please not isolate? Can you connect with other moms, mentors, or support groups, people who remind you that remind us that we are not alone? And let's remember that asking for help is not a weakness. It's not a weakness, it is wisdom. Yes. Number four, silence the comparison. Our journey as mothers is not meant to look like anyone else's. It's not a competition. God gives us children for a reason, and we must be able to equip our story with our own experience. Anxiety doesn't mean you're failing, it means you care deeply. And when you invite God into these anxious moments, you exchange the weight of worry for His peace that sustains. And now let's talk about something we often forget also, joy. Let's start celebrating the small wins. You made it through the day. That's a win. You made your baby laugh. That is a win. You remember to drink water. That is a massive win. And motherhood is not about being a perfect mom. It's about showing up, loving deeply, and learning as you go. Peace and joy come when you stop measuring your worth by productivity and start recognizing the quiet victories. And if no one has told you lately, you are doing better, much better than you think. And please, moms, peace is not a distant dream when you are a new mom or when you're just a mother and you are struggling with motherhood and anxiety. It is a promise. You are seen, you are loved, and you are doing better than you think. Please believe that. And yes, if this message spoke to your heart, hit that like button, share it with another mama who needs to breathe again, and subscribe for more faith-filled mental wellness encouragement. I am Deki, a mental wellness coach and facilitator, mentor and mental health advocate, and this is me signing out. Thank you for listening. Remember, you're worthy and God loves you.